Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we are going to be answering your guys' chart requests from over here inside the Discord, also the live chat as well. Drop a like on the video if we can get this video to 300 likes by tomorrow's stream. I'll go ahead and give away 100 XRP to somebody down in the comments section below. We're answering chart requests over here from the chart request thread inside the Discord. I'm going to open this up again after the stream. So once we get through all these requests, we already have them loaded up over here inside of our playlist. Again, we got a few more to go from last week. So once we get through all of these, what we're going to do is we're going to reopen this chart request thread over here, and you guys will be able to put your chart requests in, and we will cover those the rest of the week. So drop them in the chat if you got them. I'm going to start here. I mean, we had that big run up on Rich Tech Robotics today. We were buying that one down here at around 350 back on the 12th when we got the signal. I think my entry on this was like 350, and it absolutely ripped to the upside. That thing was up around what was it up? 44% today, just a big ripper. They announced a partnership with Microsoft today. So what we're doing is we're just targeting our red zone up here. I think this thing's going to break out of the red zone on this move. I mean, if you look at the volume here, that is a stupid volume candle. So that's like Microsoft coming in there and buying up a bunch of shares. I think that's the biggest volume candle it has ever gotten to date. So I think there's a lot more room on this one to go. And that was a beautiful move today. I'm seeing one for Heath here to start off the day for Ethereum. This is a really good request here. Ethereum's looking really good. We're back over 3,000. This is exactly what we want to see on Ethereum here. Okay. Again, we have been looking at this support level of $2,500. We got these green dots down here. These green dots are our buy signals down here. If you guys are familiar with the strategy, which I know a lot of you are tuning in today, we want to buy when this wave is down here. Right, when that blue wave is down there below the white line, what that tells us is that there has been capitulation. What is capitulation? Capitulation is when the stock or the crypto just gets absolutely annihilated. I look for names that pull back at least 50%. Okay, so if you look at Ethereum from the high, you guys saw the high was up here at around 5,000. This was back in August. We were selling Ethereum up here. Okay, just like how we want to buy down here, we want to sell when the wave is up here above the white line there. Okay, and you can see that Ethereum has pulled back from the top to the bottom about 47%. So I just said about 50% is what we look for. That's a great looking retracement right back into the EMA. I'm loving this price action here this week. I think this one actually has a daily. Yes, it does have a daily alert right here. Guys, I think we're very close, right? For 2 months, we haven't moved. Okay, for 2 months, altcoins have not moved, right? They have just been sitting in a range. So you could see how Ethereum has just been bouncing in this range. Again, we're on a weekly chart. Each one of these bars is 1 week's worth of time. So when price action goes sideways like this, it's not a bad thing. You could see we went sideways over here back in May and June of last year before we absolutely exploded. Again, sideways action. This action right here looks very similar to this. Okay, this is exactly what I'm seeing here on the chart back here in October to September before we had this big move higher. So I love Ethereum getting back over 3,000 here. That's very bullish, and I'm still very bullish on it as long as it holds on to 2,500. I don't think we're going to have a capitulation deeper like we saw in April. You guys remember April when Ethereum went from 4,000 all the way down to 1,500. Everybody was laughing at Ethereum back here. Everyone was, it was the joke. It was the laughing stock of the crypto market down here. But if you would have bought that signal back in April, okay, we went from 1,500 all the way to 5,000. Guys, that was a huge trade for us last year, 230% from the bottom to the top. Now, these signals aren't day trades, right? These signals, they take time to play out. Okay, that came in April, and the top signal came right there in August. April, May, June, July, August. That's 5 months it took. So you have to have patience if you're using our strategy. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a get-rich-quick strategy. If you're looking to get rich quick, you're going to go broke. That's all there is to it. Crypto is not a scam. Your belief or your need to get rich quick is, okay? If you're trying to get rich quick, you're going to go broke. Okay, that was a 5-month hold from the bottom to the top. Again, we got the same signals down here. I still really like Ethereum at these levels. How high do I think Ethereum's going? I don't know. I'm just going to look for when this wave comes up here. I think it could realistically hit $7,000 to $10,000. realistically. And again, I'm just watching as long as Ethereum holds 2,500. That's the macro support, right? We can go up and down and up and down and up and down. Every red day, people want to panic. Every green day, they get excited. But realistically, we're going sideways, right? When this blue wave comes down here, we know that there's capitulation in the asset. What does capitulation look like? It looks like this, okay? Nobody's excited about altcoins right now, except for us. I'm very excited about these altcoin prices. I mean, I'm on cloud nine. I'm saying it every single day. This is a generational wealth opportunity, in my opinion, to buy altcoins right now, okay? Capitulation is when we sink. How do we know we've capitulated? We simply use the data. We use our indicators. When that blue wave is down here below the white line, we know that there has been capitulation. We know that there's been a big pullback. That's why we use the indicators. That's why we use the data. Okay, everything we do here, you guys know, is backed by logic, data, and discipline. Okay, logic, data, and discipline. We're not pumping coins. We're not doing anything stupid or anything crazy. Okay, we're not shilling anything. We're using the data. Okay, men lie, women lie, the charts don't. And that's just the reality of the situation here. I see another one for Ian for SMCI. This is a great request here. Okay, SMCI is one of my favorite stocks right now. This one is in my portfolio. We got that signal. I bought it right here on the 5th. Okay, right there at 30. So my plan with SMCI was to buy some right here at 30. And if it did dip down to 20, I'm just going to add to the position. But this thing's holding up really well here. I think that actually printed... No, it has a red dot. So as long as this thing holds on to like 25, it's still very bullish. Again, my plan with buying this was to buy it at 30, and if it did drop to 20, I was just going to buy more, but it's building very strong support right here. They're set to report $10 billion in revenue. The reason I bought this was because this looks very interesting, right? They're estimated to report $10 billion in revenue, which is twice what they made last quarter. So for some reason, they're expecting to make twice as much as they did these last 4, 5, 6 quarters. That's the most they'll ever report there. They had a partnership with NVIDIA. They pretty much sell the equipment that makes the chips for all of these companies like NVIDIA and AMD and stuff like that. They sell the equipment that allows them to build the chips. So SMCI, that one's in my portfolio. I still really, really like that one. What else we got? Are we still in a bull market? No, we're not. I mean, it depends what name you're talking about. A bear market is when something pulls back 20%. So we like to buy in bear markets. The money's made buying in bear markets. The money's not made in buying in bull markets. We want to buy in, again, names that have capitulated, like SMCI. Okay, SMCI is one of my favorite stocks right now. I think it looks really good down there at 30. Let's go ahead and get some of these requests from the Discord. Again, these requests right here in this playlist are coming right here from the chart request section. You guys will be able to enter your chart requests after this video. We're going to get through the rest of these today, and this will be opened again, so you guys will be able to request charts after this live stream. So I'll start up here with RPD. This thing looks like a rug pull. Okay, we don't want to trade charts that look like this. I would avoid this at all costs. If you know something about it, the fundamentals, whatever, I mean, it's right back down here to where it was in 2016. So if you believe in the company, you're buying it at a 10-year low right now. So if you want to buy it, go ahead. It's got a green dot on the monthly. It looks okay, but I don't know what's causing that. That looks very scary. CLSK, not deep enough. Okay, it's not below the white line. We traded this one last year as well in April, bought it at around 7. It went all the way up to 24. So again, we want this wave. Yes, it has a green dot, but we want the wave down here. We want capitulation. We want big dips. Okay, this thing has had a pretty big dip here, but it's just not deep enough for us. If you're playing that green dot, the support level is $10. You could even put a stop loss at like 12, but not my favorite stock there. We got Snapchat. I hate Snapchat. I'm going to be honest. I absolutely hate this stock. It has a green dot on its monthly chart. It's been going sideways for almost 4 years now. It hasn't broken out of this range. So I've been holding this for like over a year now, and it literally just has not moved. It literally just has not moved. And I know if I sell it like tomorrow, it's gonna go back up to like $80. I know it. They're just waiting for me to sell, and it's gonna rip. So at this point, I'm just holding this one. Snapchat normally moves really big on earnings, and they got earnings coming up on the 4th of February. So I'm watching this date for Snapchat. Again, they normally have really big moves off of their earnings. You could see back here in what was that, April of 2024, they had that big 70% move to the top. So It's one of the biggest social media companies out there. They just don't know how to make any money. They don't increase their revenue, and I think that's why investors are just not interested in it. It's one of the largest or the most used social media platforms out there right now. 300 million daily active users or something like that. TikTok, I think, has really hurt Snapchat. So down here at 7, I don't know. Snapchat, I mean, if you don't want to buy something that's consolidating, don't buy Snapchat. But I do have a position on it, and I am holding it. Okay, it has the green monthly there. Is it going to move? I have no idea. It hasn't moved in 4 years. So maybe one day. Maybe one day. What I think is going to happen with Snapchat is I think someone's going to buy them out. I think like Microsoft or Amazon or somebody's going to buy them out, which will cause the stock price to go up. I think that's our only hope with Snapchat as of right now, and I really think it could happen. Here's Snow. So Snow's down here in right next to that white line. All we need is that green dot, just like we got back here in April before it went from 140 all the way up here to 270. This is a chip maker, so it has pulled back a little bit here. I just wait for the green dot on that one. I see one in the chat for Netflix. Is Netflix ready yet? No, I don't think it is. Okay, it's still melting down here. I like the pullback. It's got a green dot, but what I'm waiting for on Netflix is a monthly. I want to see a monthly green dot on Netflix. If it's going to bounce here, or if you want to trade it here, I would use a stop loss at around $80. That's a good round number, but I want to see some more capitulation on the macro time frame here on Netflix. And $80 is the current support. If that breaks, it's coming down probably to 60. I told you guys I want to buy it down here at 40, right into this moving average, just like it hit right here back in 2022. If you guys would have bought this back in September of 2022 at 20, I mean, this thing went from $20 all the way up here to 130. That was an incredible trade. I mean, you're talking about like a 500% move there on Netflix. So the monthly chart just scares me on Netflix. You can see the MACD crossover. You can see when that crosses over is normally when you get that capitulation. So I wouldn't mess with Netflix yet. I just, it's not there yet for me. The monthly chart, that MACD crossover really scares me. I see one for RNDR, and I'm taking these from the chat as well, guys. RNDR, look at that monthly chart, looking beautiful, man, looking beautiful. Okay, got the green dot back right here around 170. It's sitting at around 170 right now. So current support on our NDR is right here at $1.11. Okay, that's where we bottomed right here December 15th. So as long as about $1 holds, it's still bullish. And yeah, I would be a buyer of RNDR down here. That's Render. We got NNN. This is a RET. This one's not really going to fit our strategy just because it doesn't have big, like it's just chopping around. It's great stock to day trade, but if you want to trade it, I'd use the monthly support right there at 38 as a support level. But again, this thing hasn't moved in 5 or 6 years. Okay, it's been going sideways in this range for 5 to 6 years, and it's pretty close to the red zone there on the daily. If you guys are not familiar with our buying and selling strategy, I do have a free trading course over here in the Discord, completely free. Just click on this link right here, and that will teach you about all of our indicators and our strategy and our approach to the market. But when something's up here in the red zone is normally when we're looking to sell. If you're in this name, I would use a stop loss at 40 or look to buy more at 40, however you want to play that. Not my favorite stock, though. Shell. Shell's another one that's just not gone anywhere. Let me see if there's a different Shell. Yeah, this is the one you want right here. Again, just very choppy. This is one you day trade, okay? Or you wait for a big pullback like this. Boom, you buy it at 60, you sell it up here, okay? We're looking for a bigger pullback on that one. Even though oil and gas stocks are really breaking out, I sold PBR today for like a, what do we make, like 76% or something like that. We bought this a couple weeks ago. That was a 76% racker on PBR, which is a Brazilian oil and gas company. The reason I sold it was because we were up here in the red zone. It looks like it's actually breaking out of the red zone here. I could have waited for a red dot, but again, we bought it down here at like $11. So I was happy with 76%. Can this thing keep going? Yes. Shell. Let me see here. On the NASDAQ, yeah, we're up in the red zone. So anytime something's up in the red zone, you guys will learn this in the course, we don't want to buy. Okay, this is up here. This is where we sell. We typically want to buy down here in the bottom golden zone on the daily, just like you got right there at 59. That was a beautiful trade up, but Shell just doesn't really fit our strategy here. Now, on the other hand, this one does fit our strategy. Okay, we got the green dot down below the white line. This one looks good, still above 120. I do have a position on this. And I like it as long as it can hold on to 120 here. So as long as we got the green dot on the weekly, we're looking at the daily or the 4-hour for additional entries. Again, as long as this thing can hold on to 120, I think it looks really good. I would set a stop loss on this one at like 119. If 119 breaks, we're probably going to capitulate a lot more. So I would use a stop loss right there at 119. We got Circle. Circle just needs the weekly. Again, you could see where the clear support is. This is where it IPO'd back here in June. Circle is a really good crypto name if you want to put it on your watch list. It's the issuer of USDC, which is the second largest stablecoin in the world. So they're like the company that controls USDC. And you can see it IPO'd at 64 and shot all the way up to 300. And now it's all the way back down here to where it IPO'd at around 69. So I'm still bullish on this. I do have a position still. I'm looking to average down on a weekly signal. So we got the red one last week. Now we're simply just waiting for that green dot. If it breaks 64, though, I might sell it and cut losses and maybe look to buy it down here at 40. But that's going to be a big support level right there. You could see it bounced right here in June. And then it bounced right here in November. I think my average cost on this is around $67 or something like that. So I'm watching this level right there at around 63. PayPal's playing with our emotions, Bob says. Yes, PayPal is kind of like Snapchat, just a very frustrating stock. It doesn't make sense. I mean, I don't think anything in this market makes sense right now. But PayPal, they have great earnings. They're a huge company. Their earnings have increased year over year. Okay, they're making money. Okay, but they're down here at the 2023 low. I think $50 is an absolute steal for PayPal. They got earnings coming up next week, too, on the 3rd. So a lot of earnings coming up. I think Microsoft reports today. I think Microsoft reports tomorrow on the 8th. So there's a lot of big tech that is going to be reporting here. You can see Apple reports on Thursday. We got Microsoft reporting on Wednesday. I believe Amazon's reporting here pretty soon as well. Amazon reports next week. So a lot of big tech names are reporting earnings, which is going to cause volatility in the markets, okay? So, just stay patient on PayPal. Trust me, I'm just as frustrated as you are on this one. It's just dancing around that support level that we've been bouncing at for the last, 3 years. So I think it's going to have its day, though. It did have a green dot on the weekly show up this week, but it faded away. I think 55 is an absolute steal for PayPal. Circle, we covered AWK. This one is a buy down here. Again, we got the green dot down here. As long as that holds 124, it looks good. You could use a stop loss at 124 right there. SKLZ, this looks like a rug pull. I would not touch this thing. Looks like a penny stock. If you believe in the fundamentals, it looks pretty good down here. If you believe in the project, but it's pulled back pretty hard here from 9 all the way down to 4. It's at the bottom of the fib. So the bottom of the fib is that green line. Normally, when an asset approaches that line, it's considered cheap. You just want to make sure you're buying good quality projects, good quality assets. This doesn't look that bad. I mean, it's a penny stock. I don't really mess with penny stocks, but again, we want to sell a red dot in the red zone on the Fibonacci. If you guys don't know what the Fibonacci is, you guys will learn all about it in that free trading course over in the Discord. And if you guys do not have these indicators that we're talking about today, the red and green dots, the Fibonacci, the EMAs, the MACD, you guys can download all of them over here inside that trading indicator tab. Just click on this link. It takes a couple of clicks and everything loads right up into your TradingView account. Your screen's going to look exactly like mine. Okay, my email's right there if you guys have any trouble with that. And then that free trading course, like I said earlier, is right here. Got a free trading course over here. Just click on that link, and that'll teach you more about the Fibonacci, these dots, the MACD, the EMAs, everything you need to know. Intuit. Intuit is a pretty large company. I actually really like Intuit here. I really like this one. They're a big tax name. They make about $3-4 billion a quarter. They've capitulated really hard here. I'd just be looking for that green weekly to signal. That one came back down into the green line like I was just talking about here and bounced, and now it pulled back a little bit. I'd be a buyer of Intuit. I like it here. I think this is a solid company. Tax season's coming up. This is their bread and butter money-making year. They own TurboTax and all those other names. And it's capitulated. You could see the wave is way down here below the line. The last time we came down here was right here in February. We went from 550 all the way up to 800. So I really like Intuit. That's definitely one to, I like it a lot. I'd be a buyer of Intuit down here. Turbo, I think you're talking about the Turbo crypto. Pretty much any altcoin right now, guys, I'm a buyer of. I mean, anything that you believe in that you think is going higher. I don't want to tell you guys to buy meme coin. I don't believe in meme coins. I don't believe in shit coins. I believe in good quality projects. I've told you guys over and over and over again what I think are the best crypto projects based on my research. Turbo looks good down here. I mean, it's right here at the support of 2025. And again, all we're missing is the green dot here. I think any altcoin right now is a buy. I think these prices are stupid, and people are only going to be excited when we're back up here in the red zone. No one's excited to buy right now, okay? And no one ever made money buying when people are excited, okay? People make money when they're buying when people are not having a good time. There's not a crypto investor out there right now that's probably having a good time, okay? But that's the whole point, okay? Everyone wants to talk about silver and gold up here at all-time highs, okay? One of these days, altcoins is going to do this. I can't tell you the exact date or the exact time, but these altcoins are going to rip like this, and then it's going to be up here, and we're going to be ready to take profits. Okay, we should have been buying silver back here in January of 2025 at $30. Okay, right there at 20, right here at 17. Okay, not up here. Okay, this is when everyone's excited. No one ever made money buying when everybody's excited. If you're buying silver right now, may God have mercy on your soul. What do I think about what, my friend? Cedus from the chat. This is one of those crypto names I've been talking about. This is one of my largest positions. It's down here at 2 cents. This was all the way up here at 50 cents back in December. They ended up getting hacked or something like that, and their name went all the way down here. But now people have forgotten about it. This is a Cedus. Cedus is built on the SUI network. If you guys don't know what SUI is, it's one of the largest layer 1 blockchains out there, and they're a really big layer 2 coin on the SUI network. So not only does the SUI network look like it's going to bounce, but when the SUI network does decide to bounce, names like Cedus are going to fly, and this thing is literally sitting at its 2023 low down here. This is a no-brainer, in my opinion. Okay, if this goes back to 50 cents, you're talking about a 20x on your money. So whatever you have now, 20x it. Okay, that's 1,900% back to 50 cents, and this is a very utilized, very good crypto name that is actually being used. It's not a meme coin. It's not a fart coin. Okay, it's an actual name that is being built on top of on one of the largest layer 1 blockchains out there. So this is in my top 3. I told you guys, I think in yesterday's video, Chainlink, Cedus. What was my third one that I liked the most? Chainlink, Cedus, and SUI. Those are my top 3 crypto plays. Chainlink, Cedus, and SUI. Cedus is probably the one that's going to net the most, but I just love Cedus. I'm just hanging on here, and I'm not worried about this investment at all. This is one of my favorite crypto plays here, so I'm still very bullish on that one. Is Microsoft to buy off the weekly signal? Microsoft. It does have a weekly signal here. They got earnings. They got earnings tomorrow. So they're releasing earnings. I normally don't like to buy before earnings. If you're going to buy it, you want to use a stop loss at 440. But if they report and they miss, right, this thing could fall down to 400. So if you buy it here off the weekly signal at 480 and it goes down to 400, you could just buy more. But right now it's just bouncing off that 440. You got to use a stop loss at like 439. I don't necessarily like to buy before earnings. I like to take my position normally after earnings, but it does look good. It does look bullish, but anything can happen on an earnings call, right? They could say, oh, we're I don't know. They could say something and it goes down. If you want to play the signal, though, I don't think it's a bad place to do so here. Just use a stop loss at 440 if you decide to play it. MSTR from Cameron. What's going on, brother? MSTR is still going sideways. Again, we're just stuck here. This thing's just waiting for Bitcoin to break out. Again, consolidation is not a fun time, right? This is when the market is just boring, okay? Just up and down every day. We're doing this, okay? This is actually called the smart money phase. Smart money buys when there's not a lot of action, okay? Dumb money buys up here, okay? I would say really smart money buys down here if you know how to time the bottom. But I do have a position on MSTR. I bought it at like 160. I'm still like break even on it. Everything I've bought this year has just gone sideways. I mean, almost everything I bought has just gone sideways this year. It's hilarious. But I still like MSTR. I'm still a buyer. Still got the green dot. Again, sideways is fine. Okay, it's not going up like crazy. It's not going down like crazy. we're just consolidating, going sideways. Sideways up. Sideways up is normally what you see. So as long as that holds 145, I still like it. I still like it a lot. Yep, 300 likes on this video, guys. If you guys are watching the replay, smash the like. If we can get to 300 likes, I'll give away 100 XRP to somebody down in the comments section below. CBRL. This one, again, a falling knife. I just don't like the... this is the Cracker Barrel. I don't think it looks bad down here at 30. My question is, how are their earnings? I've had Cracker Barrel a couple times. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Not a fan of the food. I haven't been a fan of the food. And their earnings are actually going down. So if you're going to buy this one, I would use a stop loss at the bottom of the fib right there, probably at 24 bucks. 24 bucks, and I would buy the next green daily dot. You got a 4-hour today. This thing's trying to reverse here back to 70, but I haven't been a fan of the food, man. Cracker Barrel, if you're going to buy it, use a stop loss at 24. It did give you the signal here, but again, we want to buy good quality assets. This thing has been absolutely annihilated here. From the top, 180 all the way down to 30 is brutal, dude. This is actually kind of an interesting looking chart. If it can hold on to 24, it looks pretty interesting here. I don't know that I'd buy it just because I think the food sucks. But you have a target. Again, our target's always up in the red zone between $60 or $70. I see one for Arthur. Ondo. Ondo's still hanging down here at 30 cents. Okay, we still have the green dots down here. We're getting pretty close down here to the low of 2024. Again, everybody's jacked up on Ondo up here at $2. Now everybody's crying about it down here at 30 cents. I'm a buyer of Ondo still. I said I would buy it if it came down here to 20. It hasn't hit that level yet. I don't know that it's going to hit that level. It has all the signals we want to see down here at 30. So I'd be a buyer here at 30. And then if it goes to 20, you could just buy more. I don't see that one going down below 20. What else we got? What else we got here? What do I think of Sui? I still love Sui. I mean, I got a position on this as well. Again, we got the signal right there. It has a red dot, but it hasn't broken structure, right? We have 130 support there. So as long as 130 holds on, it's still bullish. Again, sideways. Okay, we've gone sideways since November. We haven't moved in 2.5 months. We're just up and down and up and down and up. Right, this is a very frustrating time in the markets. Right, you could feel the frustration in the markets, but normally we go sideways before we go up. Okay, and we've capitulated really hard here. Okay, again, everyone's jacked up on Sui up here at $5. Everyone's having a good time, telling everybody how great they are, having a great time, new paradigm. Yeah, things are good. Things are just going parabolic. No one has ever made money buying when everyone's excited. We want to buy when people are in despair, when people are quitting, when people are crying in the chat. Okay, we want to buy capitulation. How do we know something has capitulated? We simply just look at our indicator. Okay, if this wave is down here, okay, we know there's capitulation. We know it's had a big drawdown. Drawdown. This is time to accumulate. Okay, don't listen to what Trump says. Don't listen to what Twitter says. Don't listen to what anybody says, because the chart says it's time. Okay, it's time to load your bags. Okay, if you're trading off of what Trump says, probably not the channel for you. We trade off the data here, folks. We have a strict set of rules here. And again, all emotion aside, we are not emotional investors. We are logical investors. We have a strategy, okay? All these rules are covered inside of the free trading course over here. We don't care. We don't get emotional. We simply just stick to the rules, okay? Logic, data, and discipline. Logic is the strategy that we have. If you don't have a trading strategy, you can use ours, or I would suggest formulating your own. Okay, the data is the indicator data, right? What we see on the chart. Where did the buyers step in over here? They stepped in right here. Boom. They said, we're not going lower than 50, pumped it up to 5. Okay, up here, we're selling. Down here, we're buying. Okay, that's the data. And then the discipline is the discipline to stick to the strategy no matter what. No matter what Trump says, no matter what Twitter says or anybody says, what the data says is what we go by. Okay, and we always have the discipline to stick to that strategy. Okay, whatever you do in life, if you want to be great, it requires tremendous amount of discipline. You want to lose weight, you got to be disciplined. You got to be disciplined with your diet, going to the gym. You want to be the best salesman or the best person at your work, you got to show up every day and you got to have discipline to do what it takes to succeed. Same thing with investing. Okay, block out the noise, listen to the data, listen to the charts. Okay, we know on SUI, every time this wave has came down here and given us a green dot, it's been a good time to buy. Okay, doesn't mean this is 100% the bottom, but there is a very good chance that this is the bottom here. And if it's not, we're just going to buy it as it goes lower. Okay, if this red dot prints, what are we going to do? We're going to wait for another green dot. We're going to average in, and we're just going to wait until this wave comes back up here and gives us red dots. Okay, but again, the whole psychology behind all this, guys, the market is 90% psychology. Okay, and if you let your emotions control you, you're going to lose. That's why 95% of people fail at investing, is because they see their asset go down. The asset that they know and believe in goes down, and they get emotional, and then they decide to sell it. Okay, up here is a good time, right? We're not having a good time, right? I'm having a good time. Okay, I'm not having the greatest time, but I could be having a lot better time, right? If SUI goes back up here to $5, I'm going to be a lot happier than I am down here at 140, right? I bought this thing at like 135 or something like that off the dot. So I'm still like up on it a little bit. But if this thing was up here at $10, I'm going to be hooping and hollering. I'm going to be having a great time, right? No one ever made money though buying when everyone's excited. You don't buy when everyone's excited. You buy when everyone's not having a good time. So though it sucks right now, it's not always going to suck. Why is that? Because markets go up and down. Okay, they move in cycles, up, down. Our job as traders, as investors, is to buy when it's low, right? Buy these 50% pullbacks, 50, 60, 70% pullbacks. That's the key. What else we got? MSOS, this is a cannabis ETF. It's not in the buy zone. The buy zone was down here in June, $2 up to $7. That was a 250% move. I'd wait for a broader pullback on old cannabis there. Tilroy, same thing. Tilroy's a cannabis name. Again, time to buy was down here at around $5. It went all the way up to 23. The trade has already happened. So now we're just waiting for a broader pullback and a green dot on Tilroy. If that comes back down to 4, I might consider it. But as of right now, we're just not there yet. NVTS, again, too high to buy. Don't want to buy up here. We want to buy down here. Okay, that was your time to buy at $2. This thing went up to 17. Now you're chasing it. If you want to buy this, you're chasing it. Your opportunity to buy was down here. You got to be disciplined. Okay. I just wouldn't touch it right now. I'd wait for a broader pullback. CNC, again, time to buy was down here at 25, popped up to 50. That was a 100% move. These, I think this is a healthcare name. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. Healthcare names got absolutely smacked today. Trump's given the smackdown to healthcare. These healthcare companies have been scamming us for years. You know what I did the other? I had a couple warts on my hand. I had a couple warts. I had one on my right hand, one on my left hand. I went and got those things burnt off. I don't have health insurance just because I don't believe in it. I think it's a scam. I kind of pay as I go. You know how much it costed me to burn off 2 warts? Just little tiny warts. I was just like, I'm just going to burn these off. They're just on my hand, you know. $650 for 20 minutes to get my freaking warts burned off. Can you believe that? So there's just reform going on in the healthcare system right now. Trump's giving them the smackdown. There was some news today. Every single healthcare name just got smacked today. And UNH is down 20% in one day, dude. So UNH is one of the biggest companies in the world. I mean, they reported $113 billion in revenue last quarter. That's huge. They're the largest healthcare company in the world. For them to drop 20% in one day is insane. So I actually like UNH on this dip. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look to buy this green dot here on the daily. Okay, if it comes down here back to like 240 or even better, like 200, I think that's going to set up really nice. That's pretty much the only healthcare name I'd probably buy outside of NVO. And we've held NVO for a while now. Where'd that one go? NVO. NVO was only down 1% today. All these healthcare names got wrecked. But NVO was only down 1%. That was a big winner today. And we're still waiting for NVO to get back up here to 80 to 90. I see one for Solana, SOL. Solana. And we got the signal right there at around 123. It's at 127, so it's still in the same spot. Again, we're consolidating. Crypto is consolidating right now. Altcoins are doing this. This normally comes before this. Okay, you could see it on the chart. Okay, we can go back here in 2024. Sideways, rip. Sideways, 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 rip. You can count this as consolidation. That was really choppy, but I like Solana a lot. Once we get that extra Weekly dot there. If we get another signal here at 127, guys, you know how bullish I am on alts right now. And Solana does have a daily. It's bouncing right on the bottom of the Fibonacci right now, which is super bullish. Super bullish on Solana right now. I love this name above 115. That's been the support level we've been watching. But again, as long as the wave is down here, all we should be doing is thinking buy, 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 buy. Buy and hold. And then when we come back up here, this is when we're going to take profits. But Solana still looks very bullish. Again, we pulled back from the top there at 250 all the way down here. That's a 52% drawdown. Okay? That is what we're looking for. Okay? When we're down here, that normally means we pulled back 50% or more. Okay? I really like Solana at these levels. Very bullish. I see one for CNC. That one's tough. What is it? Up here in the red zone? Not quite. It's tough, man. I don't know if this is a healthcare name, but it does have a red dot there. That MACD looks pretty ugly too. I would probably set a stop loss on this one at like 39. If it breaks down below 39, I would sell it. Again, the time to buy was back here, back in July at like 25. That was a 100% move. So you really need to watch that $40 support level. If $39 breaks, I would sell it. I would put a stop loss at 39. Cure. CURE. This is a healthcare ETF we bought down here at like 70. Beautiful move there. But I don't know. Healthcare does not look good right now. Again, you got a red dot in the red zone right there at 20. That's a sell signal for us. So if you're going to play this one, I would use a stop loss at probably around 105. 105 on the stop loss. Again, we don't want to buy names in the red zone. The red zone is our target. Okay, we want to buy down here. We don't want to buy in the red zone. The red zone is where we like to take profits. A red dot in the red zone is where we take profits. So if you're in this one, I would set a stop loss on Cure at 105. 105 is a stop loss on Cure. Is Trump speaking? I thought I saw something that he was going to speak today at 1. I didn't see anything, though. I don't know if it's just more false information on social media or what. Pinlink's up a little bit today, up 7%. That RR move is insane, dude. 44% in one day. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. You love to see it. What else we got? Let's go back to the request over here. Yeah, CNC, I'd use a stop loss at 39. Cypher, CIFR. That's pretty close to the red zone. Okay, where was our time to buy? Our time to buy was down here. Okay, right down here. Boom. April, $2 all the way up to 24. That was a 1,200% move. If you're in this one, I'd use a stop loss at 16. 16 on the stop loss, but that's too high for me. Too high for me to want to buy it. Okay, too close to the red zone again. We want to buy down here. Okay, that was a beautiful move. Okay, red dot in the red zone up there at 24. Looked good. If you're in this one, I put a stop loss at 16. AVGO. This is a big tech name. We need the green dot on the weekly. Again, time to buy was right here in April, 150 all the way up to 400. Again, April was when everyone was freaking out about tariffs. You guys remember that? Okay, April of last year. Okay, that was a 176% move if you guys bought the bottom, sold the top. I wouldn't touch it up here. I'd wait for a green dot lower down here below the white line. That's just our strategy. CPNG. Wow, this one actually looks good. What is this? CPNG. If you guys are a member of the Discord, you guys have access to our research tool. So if you come over here, there's a research tool right here in the Discord. Boom. All you got to do is type in /info and then hit enter. So /info, enter. And then you type in the ticker. This could work on stocks and crypto. So here's the company. If you don't know what something is, you can simply just look up the information. Okay, so it'll pull. It is a internet retail company. They are a technology-driven platform based in South Korea. So Trump just imposed tariffs on South Korea. That's probably why they're getting the smoke. It's weird though, because they're located in Seattle, Washington. Go Seahawks, by the way. Seahawks gonna get the Super Bowl this year. Let's go. We got its primary function is to connect customers with a diverse range of products encompassing electronics, apparel, home goods, and groceries, among others. So yeah, I mean, I really like the chart. We're down here at support. You can see we bounced right there at 19. Big pullback here. I like it. I'd watch for that gray dot, but I actually really like this name. I would look for the weekly dot. Looks like we got some buyers stepping in here at these prices. You could see we bounced on it back here in August at 18. We bounced right here in April at 19, and we're right back down to that same support level. So if you guys are familiar with support levels, That just shows where we've bounced in the past, right? That's where the buyers step in. The buyers step in. The buyers are stepping in here. When this RSI, that purple line on our indicator, okay, turns green, that means we're oversold. Okay, when something is oversold is typically when you want to buy. The wave is way down here, so up above 1750. I like this one in this range at 20. But Trump did just put tariffs on South Korea, which is based in South Korea. I don't know how it can be based in South Korea. My man just looked up a name over there. I don't know how this company can be based in South Korea, but the location is in Seattle. That's kind of weird. They're a $36 billion company, though, so they're huge. I've never heard of Coupang. That's a weird name, too. Coupang. Yep, I'm from Washington. I live in Washington State. Ethereum. We already covered Ethereum. Ethereum's still looking good. Ethereum getting back over 3,000 is very bullish, in my opinion. We want to hold this support level, okay? Ethereum above 2,500 is bullish. We are buying the crap out of altcoins right now. Bitcoin, what is Bitcoin doing? We want to see Bitcoin back over 90. Okay, again, consolidation. Everyone's saying we're in a bear market. No, we're just consolidating. We're just going sideways. Again, this is probably one of the most frustrating parts of the market is when we don't do anything. There's no action, right? Everyone's just bored. Everyone's frustrated. No one's having a good time, right? That's when you want to buy. That's when you want to load up. So, again, we don't want to buy when everyone's excited. We want to buy when everyone's not having a good time and not sure what's going to happen. Okay, I told you guys this for the last 2 months. As long as Bitcoin holds on to 80,000, we're bullish. It does have a red dot here on the weekly. That does not mean that that's going to close. If I was in Bitcoin, I'd use a stop loss at like 79,000, a $79,000 stop loss. Again, we're down here in the golden zone, right where we want to be. I want to see a daily dot print on Bitcoin. And until we break back out over 100K, okay, we're stuck in consolidation. So that's the range right there from 80 to 100. If we break down below 80, things are going to get more ugly. If we break up above 100, we're going to fly, okay? And my portfolio is on the, hey, we're going to break out to the upside here. Okay, simply because of what silver and gold are doing. Okay, normally when silver and gold go up, okay, Bitcoin lags a little bit behind it. You can see gold is reaching all-time highs. I mean, this thing is just, I don't even know what to tell you guys. This is just stupid. I just want to clap for everyone who bought silver and gold right down here in October 20. If you were buying gold and silver at 1,800, you know, or whatever, 2,000. Everybody just take a second to give everybody a hand, okay? Let's do it. Okay? But if you're buying gold and silver here, you're doing everything that's against what we do. I mean, this thing is so stupidly, insanely overbought. It's not even funny. I mean, this is actually scary, right? This gold going up normally means hard times are coming, but you could see how this thing, right, how it did this back here in 2020. It hit 2,000 and then it pulled back. So you guys know I took a short on silver yesterday. I'm probably going to get wrecked on this thing. I literally sniped the top there at like 17. I took a short right at 17. So if it breaks over 120, I'll be probably stopped out of my silver short. Again, this is again, everyone's excited, everyone's having a good time, everyone's yippee-ki-yay, right? Everyone's dancing around the fire, singing kumbaya. Okay, having a good time. This is not where we want to buy. Eventually, altcoins will do this, right? Some of these names will do this, and we'll be the ones clapping and excited, right? People will be clapping for us, but we're going to take profits, right? We're not going to get greedy. We're not going to get stupid. We're actually going to take profits and resort to whatever sector looks beat up next. But if I was holding silver and I was holding gold right now, I would sell it all and I would buy altcoins. I would buy Chainlink. I would buy SUI. I would buy these names that have pulled back, right? 50%. Okay, I don't want to buy something that's up 300% or whatever the stupid amount this is up, 350% in the last year, right? Congratulations, you made a good trade, but you don't make any money unless you sell. Like, this means nothing unless people take profits. So you could see the separation of the EMAs. You see that? Okay, those EMAs, that's our mean, the moving averages. Okay, when we're way up off the moving averages is when we're in new paradigm phase, right? I dropped a silver video yesterday, and everyone's saying how it's different this time and it's going to the moon, and China's saying this and China's doing that and Trump's doing this, and that's all up here, right? It's XRP going to 10,000 by the end of the year. It's called delusion. So again, I hope silver hits 200 for the people that are still holding, but I would not touch this at all. I would stay away from it. I shorted it. So we'll make money if it goes down. CPNG, we covered that one. HPQ looks good. HPQ, another name that's just been beat up. Really big company here. Their earnings are making $15 billion a quarter. Their stock's getting hammered. Okay, I've been looking at this at 20. I haven't pulled the trigger yet. If it comes down to 16, though, I will pull the trigger. If it dips all the way down here to the 2020 lows, I will pull the trigger at 16. What I'd be watching for on HPQ is a green dot. Again, that you can see that purple line that RSI has turned green. That's normally a sign that we are, well, it is a sign that we are very oversold. So I think I'd buy it here at 20. If you like HP, I'd buy it here at 20. If it goes to 16, just buy more. Could we get nail? Yeah, nail. This thing's just hanging out right here at 60. Okay, the dot's still green. Nothing to worry about, nothing to panic about. It's pulled back a little bit over the last couple days. I don't like that MACD crossover on the daily, but our target's up here at about $100 on nail. Okay, up above 40, it looks fine. Okay, if it comes down to like 40, I just buy more. I think we took a position on this around 50, 51 or 52. Okay, but up above 40, it looks good. This is a home builder ETF. So these guys move up when like Home Depot moves up, which is breaking out here. And also names like DR Horton, so DHI. This is one of the biggest home builders in the world. When this thing goes up, nail goes up. So nail's tough, man. I almost actually sold this today just because it just stuck in this range. If it prints a red dot on the weekly, I'll probably get out of it. But again, I bought it down here at like 53, so I'm still up like 10 to 15% on it. It's just kind of stuck here. I'm hoping Trump comes out with like 50-year mortgages or something in the real estate market that makes housing more affordable. But we'll see what happens. Up above 40, we got to be bullish, right? That was the low back here in April. So up above that, it's just ranging. If it comes back down closer to that range, we could just average down on the position. I do like HPQ, though, at 20. If it comes down to 16, I'm going to buy HPQ. Rocket Lab, again, wave up here. You got a red dot. So when you get a red dot, you either need to sell or you need to set a stop loss. I'd put a stop loss right there at 79. Again, guys, 300 likes on this video. 300 likes on this video. If you guys are watching the replay, I'll give away 100 XRP. If we can get to 150 likes on the stream before we log off here, 150 likes by the time we log off, I will give away 100 XRP on the live here today. We're at about 79 right now. We got 131 people watching live. Once again, we get the 300 on the replay. I'll give it to someone in the comments section. I just gave away some today. We had a giveaway. We sent it over to our winner over here, 100 XRP. I don't mess around here, folks. If you guys like the video, if you guys get value out of this content, all I ask is that you help us out with the algorithm, help our community, help our channel grow. The more people we get in, the more eyes we got on the market. So Rocket Lab, I would set a stop loss at 79 because you got a red dot, or I would take profits up here at 87. I don't think it's a bad idea to take some off here. But if it breaks down below 79, I'd definitely take my profits because, again, you should have been buying back here at $3 or $4 right here, maybe in April at 13. Now it's at 87. So too far off the average. That white line, okay, that's a great moving average to track. It's also a part of our trading indicator. Again, if you guys do not have these indicators we're talking about today, you guys can download those over here in the trading indicator tab. But if you come over here to that cheat sheet, okay, the mean, that's the average. How do we know if we're getting something for a fair price? We buy at the average, right? If you're buying way up off the average, you're getting it at an expensive price. So that white line is the 50 EMA we use. Okay, on a weekly chart, you got to think of it as the 50-week moving average. Okay, I look at it as the yearly moving average. There's 54 weeks in a year. The 50-week is pretty dang close to 54. So it's like the average price over 50 weeks, so over the year. So if we're buying it into that average, that means we're buying it at a fair price. If we're buying it below the average, that means we're getting a discount, right? We're getting discounted prices below the mean, below the average. So we don't want to buy way up off the average, right? We don't want to buy Rocket Lab way up here. We want to wait for a pullback, kind of like you got right there in November. before we actually corrected back to the upside. So I'd be a seller of Rocket Lab up here. Pins is, this is Pinterest. Falling off a cliff here. Got a red dot there on the weekly, right down there into support. Not my favorite. Oh, it broke that. It broke the Fibonacci too. That's not a good look. I don't know why Pinterest has performed better than Snapchat. I guess I don't use Pinterest. I think that's what all the women get their cooking recipes and stuff off of, from what I understand. But I don't like pins here. I don't. I would set a stop loss probably at 22 and sell that thing, but that does not look good. It looks like it wants to go lower. That's down 10% today. I see one in the chat for Tesla, TSLA. Tesla's still up here. Again, we don't want to buy up here. We want to buy down here. We were telling you guys to buy down here in April. You guys can go back to my video on Tesla back in April of 2025. People were laughing at me. Okay, people were roasting me in the comment section down here at 220. That was our signal. Boom. We popped up from 200 all the way to 500. That's a 100% move. Now we're chopping. Again, we're above the mean. We're above the average. I'd be a seller of Tesla up here. I don't like it. It's up there in the red zone. Not my cup of tea. Okay, not fitting to our strategy. We want to wait till that pulls back down here, and it always does. Just a matter of when. See, it did it back here in May, April, back at 150. Beautiful move, 150 to 500. Huge trade. That was a huge trade up here. You're a sucker if you're buying up here. Okay, you're buying up here in delusion. New paradigm. See another one for H-bar in the chat. From the chat. H-bar looks good. I told you guys. Any altcoin right now that you believe in, you should be fully bullish on. You should be fully bullish on. This looks really good down here at 10 bucks. Okay, I'd be a buyer of H-bar at these levels. SFM. Also, big capitulation here. This is Sprouts Farmer Market. This is a fallen knife. I wouldn't touch this. I'd wait for a monthly on SFM. Okay, I don't like the move on the monthly. It broke major support right there at 75. Look for the monthly alert on SFM. LAC, Lithium America. Again, time to buy down here at 2. It's up to 10. It's trying to push higher. Is it in the red zone? Not quite in the red zone. So target would be 9 to 10 on that. I wouldn't be a buyer. You could have bought it right here at like 4. But I don't know. That's tough. If you're going to buy it here, use a stop loss at like $5. $5. But it's red there on the daily. It's a tough one. Again, your opportunity to buy was into that moving average. Right there. Boom. Or down here. Down here at 2. Big move up. But this is a lithium company. So obviously metals and minerals and stuff like that are doing very good right now. It's not always going to be like that, though. Kava. Red dot up here, stochastic up there. Time to buy was right here at 45, popped up, but it's getting rejected. It's getting rejected right there off the 50. So I would set a stop loss on this one, probably at 58. $58 on the stop loss. Again, when you get a red dot, you want to use a stop loss or have a plan to average down when it goes lower. BBAI, nice move today. I've seen some bullish stuff on this come out. We're just stuck in this consolidation phase, but you're buying it at the mean, right? You're buying it at the average here. So up above 6, it looks good. I'd put a stop loss on this at $5. If you're in BBAI, $5. This is a pretty interesting AI play here. Yeah, I guess they got some like contracts with the United States government too. From what I've heard from people, they have like some pretty big AI contracts with the United States government with the defense stuff. So I like it here at 6. I'd be a buyer here at 6 with a stop loss at 5 on BBAI. RDW, again, time to buy was right here at 5. Things all the way up to 15. It's up 200% off of this dot right here. You missed the boat. So now you want to be looking for ways to take profit. Your take profit's up here between 22 and 25. I would look to sell it up in that area. Or maybe even take some off. Again, if you got in right here at 5, you're up 200%. Not a bad place to take some profit. It is coming up into this trend line here. So if you draw a trend line, you could see boom. Okay, so that is kind of resistance right there, you could argue. Yeah, it's a tough one. That's a tough one. It did break out pretty hard today, up 30%. So I seen you guys talking about this one. I've never heard of it. But the red zone's up there between 22. If you guys bought down here at 5, I would take some off here at the 50% line. That red line there on the fib is the 50% mark. So you have the 0, 50%, 100%. So I don't think it's a bad place to trim some there on RDW. Riot. Riot, time to buy was back here at 6. Boom, $23 pulled back into the average. Got the green dot right there at 13, popped up to 19. Now it's bouncing on the 9 EMA, targets 20 to 22.5. I would put a stop loss on this one at 15 to protect your capital. Doesn't look too bad. MP, another minerals play here. Again, time to buy was right here at 56. It's up. Use a stop loss at 60 on that one. I haven't done INJ yet. INJ is a crypto, so I'm going to say it's a buy. I mean, any altcoin right now is a buy. If crypto is for real, if crypto's not a scam, these prices are stupid. You're buying at the 2023 lows, 3-year lows right now. So you got the signal right there at around the same price we're sitting at. I'd be a buyer of INJ here. KTOS, again, up here, we're not buying. We're buying down here. This is another defense name. I would sell this one here. I would sell KTOS. Space. I think you're talking about... Are you talking about... To infinity and beyond, it says. I don't know, man. I don't know if this is the right one. SPCE, maybe? Space Virgin Galactic, $3 stock. What a rug, dude. Oh, Russell Brunson rugged you. Not sure on that one. Penny stock, so we don't really mess with penny stocks here. DNOW. This one looks fine above 14. Bull, should we average down? Webull, huh? At $8. It's below where it IPO'd. Not a big fan of Webull. I don't know a lot of people that use Webull. I like Robinhood way better. If you want to average down, I'd wait for a green dot there on the daily. It just doesn't look very good. I'm just not a big fan of Webull. What do their earnings look like? They don't even report their revenue, so that hasn't been pretty. That has not been a pretty stock. That's a tough call. What do I think about Jasmy? Jasmy looks good still. It does have a red dot here on the weekly. That doesn't mean that this is going to close red. But as long as it holds on to 0.005, I think it looks really good. We're right back down here at 2024 support before we ripped. I would buy more Jasmy on the next daily dot. I still like it. Look at that monthly. These monthly charts are so beaten up. Okay, this wave is going to come back up here eventually. And yeah, I'd be a buyer of Jasmy. I like it. NTIX looks terrible. It's got the green dot though, so if you believe in it, I would buy it. Audio, same thing. If you believe in this project, which I don't know why you would, because it's just been rugged from the top. Again, I don't like charts that go like this. We like charts that go like this. Whoop, up and to the right, baby. Up and to the right. Okay, not down and to the right. That just means it's a rug. So if you believe in it, though, it's got the green dot. So you could be a buyer down here. Same thing with EIGEN. I've actually heard some good things about this one. EIGEN. Let's see if there's a different, maybe the Binance one. So it is right down here at 28. That's where it IPO'd, or where it went live. Went all the way up to 5. So I like this one down here. Yeah, this looks good. I'd be a buyer down here at 30 cents on that one. Any altcoin, guy. If you believe in the altcoin right now, it's time. Wow, hype's up 21% right now. Wow. Are we pumping or what? Pinlink up 8%. We got some green today. Okay, we definitely haven't broken out yet, but seeing names like Hype up 21%. Look at that. Holy smokes, dude. That thing is bussing right now. Look at that. Okay, so you're going to see altcoins start doing this, guys. I'm telling you. We're at these levels where things are just stupidly cheap. I mean, this is where everyone's scared and everyone's, they're tired. They're in despair, right? Especially the people that bought those highs back in August, September up here, right? There were people buying up here at 60. Like someone can't sell unless someone's buying. So, wow, that's a big move on Hype. Huge move. Okay, that's good to see. We want to see coins start doing this. So target on that's up here between 50 and 60. That's up big. It's only a matter of time before all the alts start doing that. I'm telling you, it's coming, guys. Just be patient. Don't give up. Don't let your emotions take control right now. I get it. It's frustrating to watch your account go up one day, down one day, up one day, down one day, up one day, down. But what are you going to do? If you sell now, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to go sell on Amazon or sell on eBay and do some wholesaling or go thrift shopping and find something that's $20 and sell it for 30 and then pay tax on the 10 and make nothing? What are you going to do? If you sell now, what are you going to do? You're never going to be rich if you sell now, okay? Just be patient, dude. Crypto is being adopted by countries, by governments, by institutions. It's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. The only thing taking crypto out is the grid going out. If the grid goes out, our last worry is going to be money or prices of silver or gold or stocks. Okay, the grid goes out. You better know how to refrigerate your food, keep your food good. You better know how to hunt. You better know how to shoot a gun, right? You better know how to get clean water. I mean, unless doomsday happens, crypto's not going anywhere. Right? If they take the grid out, crypto might disappear. Okay, which is whatever. Like I said, at that point, it's going to be all about survival. And I'd be lying if I said that I don't think the world needs that to happen. I think social media and all this stuff is driving people insane. It blows my mind how many stupid people I see on my timeline now. I mean, there is just the world has lost its mind, folks. They need Jesus. They need to turn back to God, to the basic principles of Christianity. Loving their neighbor, love your neighbor, and love God. Those are the two biggest commandments in the Bible. If you can't do that, if you don't stand for that, I'm not going to stand with you, okay? So, can I get an amen in the chat, please? Can I get an amen? Griffin, again, down here, if you believe in this project, I think it's a buy. Cody is reversing here, okay? Just targeting the red zone up here at around 20. I've seen this requested quite a bit. I don't know what it is, though. It's got the green dot down here on the monthly at $6. It's sitting at the same price. So, again, if you believe in this company, I think it looks good. I see one for Gala, G-A-L-A. Gala. Looks good, man. Like I said, if you believe in this project, it's time. It's go time. Okay, it is go time. Okay, target is up there at 2 cents. Our target's always up here in the red zone. Okay, if it goes back to the red zone, it's got a green dot on the daily here too. 270% back to the top there. Okay, Gala looks really good. Amen, amen, amen. Yes, sir. Bobby, what's going on, brother? We promoted Bobby today in the Discord. He's now a general. Mr. Soxel, what's going on, man? CX Hub says target. Ooh, I see one for Bitcoin dominance too. I like that request. Yeah, I would set a stop loss on target. You got the red dot there. Set a stop loss at like 99, 98 or 99. HNT, I was looking at this today too. I got stopped out of this. I took a position on it a couple weeks ago. I think it was on this dot right here. I got in right there at around, I don't know what it was, $2 or something like that. This thing's sinking, dude. This is actually a legit project, or at least it was, but it's all the way down at $1. I don't know what's going on with it. I just wait for the green weekly. Bitcoin dominance. I love this request. Bitcoin dominance is going to crack, dude. Just crack. Just go down, will you? Okay. So when Bitcoin dominance does this is the real altcoin season, guys. This came back here in 2021. So if you guys don't know what BTC.D is, this is the Bitcoin dominance chart. So what this represents is the total percentage of money inside of crypto. So if we go to coinmarketcap.com, so you can see there's $32 trillion. The whole market cap of crypto, if you add up every single coin on the market, if you add it all up, it equals $3 trillion, right? So as of right now, okay, this Bitcoin dominance chart is sitting at 59%. What that tells you is that 59% of all of the money in crypto, of this $3 trillion, okay, 59% of it is in Bitcoin. So what happens when this goes down? Okay, like it did back here. Boom, came down here to like 40%. What happens is altcoins go up because people are selling Bitcoin and buying altcoins like Ethereum and things like that. You can see this was the last. So when this gets down here to like 40% is when everyone's going to be freaking out about altcoins, right? Everyone's going to be losing their minds. And this thing just hasn't moved. Again, we've just been consolidating, doing nothing for the last 2 or 3 months since September, October, November, December, January. So I don't know when this is going to happen, guys. I don't know when this is going to catapult back down here to 40 cents. But you could see in the past, this is the top of alts. So you could see the bottom down here was in 2021. If you go to a stock like, or a crypto like Ethereum, let's go back to 2021. Look what happened. 2021, altcoin season. Everyone's jacked up. Everyone's having a good time. Okay, so when Bitcoin dominance goes down to 40%, or around 40%, is when I'm going to sell my alts. And again, I don't know when that's going to happen. I'm hoping it happens here in the next 5 to 6 months. But right now, it's just going sideways. I don't think we're really going to see a big move in anything until the Genius Act or the Clarity Act passes. If you guys don't know what the Clarity Act is, or the I'm just going to put it over here in the chat. Let's just say look up. Okay, look up the Clarity Act and the Genius Act, and also look up which coins will benefit the most from when these bills pass. Okay, get on ChatGPT, say what is the Clarity Act, learn about what the Clarity Act is. It's pretty much legislation that's going to legitimize cryptocurrency. Okay, the Genius Act, same thing. So if you look that up on ChatGPT, do some research on it, understand what it is, why it's important. When that all passes through the government, crypto is a legitimate asset. That, in my opinion, that's what the banks, that's what the institutional investors, that's what everybody's waiting for to rotate into crypto. When those pass, I think that's when you're going to see the rotation into crypto. I mean, it's going to go insane. All right. If you look at the total, so if you add up every coin right now, it's $3 trillion. Right, $3 trillion. If you add up Ethereum, XRP, Solana, add it all together, you get $3 trillion. Look at this. What's the silver market cap right now? The silver market cap alone, silver alone by itself, from January 2026 is $6 trillion. So silver by itself is worth twice as much as every single altcoin, every single crypto currency put together, right? The total market cap of everything is $3 trillion, while silver sits at $6 trillion, twice as big. Okay, what's the gold market cap? What is the gold market cap? I don't even know. I think it's like 12 trillion. What is the gold? Oh, here you go. $36 trillion. 11 times higher than every coin. So, in my opinion, crypto's undervalued. I mean, compared to gold and silver, it's very undervalued. And I don't think we're going back to the silver and gold standard. I think if that happens, we're going backwards. We're going to a crypto standard. And that's just what I believe. If you believe differently, that's fine. I just don't see us exchanging gold coins and silver. I don't see it happening. With the way technology and AI and everything's, how everything's playing out, I think it's going to be a technology-based. It might be a crypto-based system that's backed by gold and silver, right? That could be legit. But if you look at that, right, gold is worth 12 times as much by itself than every one of these coins put together. Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP. So again, it's just kind of basic math. That's just basic math for you guys. So something to keep in mind. But the Clarity Act and the Genius Act are two things you want to do some research on. Once those bills pass in the government, that's what's going to create regulation to where they can't manipulate the market anymore. It's not going to be able to be manipulated by exchanges like Binance and things like that. So BTC.D, I want this thing to fall off a cliff back down here to 40 cents. When we see that happen, you're going to see Chainlink at $100. You're going to see Ethereum at $10,000. You're going to see these names just go absolutely berserk. We haven't seen anything yet. Like, we haven't seen an altcoin season since back here in 2021, 2022. Okay, when it's back down in this range is when the real, in my opinion, altcoin season's right now. I think of altcoin season as like, it's time to buy, right? It's time to load up. Okay, people will be screaming altcoin season when we're back down here, right? When prices have already gone parabolic. By that time, we're going to be unloading our bags, okay? And if that takes 6 months from now, whatever. I'm willing to wait 6 months to get a 5 to 10x on my Chainlink, okay? If it takes a year, whatever. I'm not going to sit here and play the guessing game because nobody really knows when it's going to happen. We can have an idea based on the charts and what they're telling us, right? But when that Bitcoin dominance decides to crack and decides to do this, whoop, you're gonna see the real altcoin season. You're gonna see prices go absolutely berserk. So, good request there on Bitcoin dominance. CEG from the chat. Good. We're getting down here in that territory. So all you're missing is the green dot here on the weekly. We're down there on the weekly. I like this one right here above 280. I'd be a buyer right here above 280. Got the green dot on the daily, green dot on the weekly. If we're going to bounce, I would use a stop loss at 275 there. What else we got? RR, we covered this one. Huge move today. Big, bad move, up 41% or 44%. We were buying this one at 350, so we're already up like 60, 70%. The top of the fib is up here at 7, but I think this one's going to break out over the fib. I'm targeting like $10 on RR. I'll probably sell this one on a red dot on the weekly. When this blue wave gets back up here, okay, that's when I'll look to sell RR. But that had a huge volume bar today. I mean, huge. Okay, look at that volume today. Just doing the ripski here, dude. You love to see it, man. You love to see it. That's the biggest volume bar ever. And that came off of a partnership with Microsoft. So Microsoft is partnered with them. I don't know what for. I'm guessing it's to do something with their robots. And again, robots are probably going to take our jobs one day. So, I mean, the least we can do is get a little bit of revenue share from that. So, yeah, I wouldn't buy RR up here because, again, we buy on the signal, right? We buy on the signal. That signal came 2-3 weeks ago at 350. That's where we bought it. And now you're seeing the move higher. So don't chase things up 50%. If it pulls back to 5, I mean, maybe. But, again, it's already had its move. The meat of the trade, a lot of the meat is already gone. So I'm targeting like anywhere from 8 to 10 on Rich Tech. ASBP, biopharmaceutical penny stock, had a stock split. Yeah, dude, that looks terrible. I wouldn't touch this thing. I don't trade penny stocks. I just don't. I want to buy good companies with good quality earnings. RR, again, if it's an altcoin and you believe in the altcoin, it's time to buy. It's time to buy the altcoin. I don't know much about RR. I did buy it, but I got stopped out on it. SMCL, this is SMCI. So SMCI, I think this is a levered ETF you requested. So as long as the dot is green, we're bullish. I like SMCI up here at 30. I told you guys my plan with SMCI was to buy it here at 30. If it goes down to 20, I'm going to buy more. But I would be an absolute buyer right here of SMCI and SMCL. I see one for Randy for alts. Alts is looking good. Bouncing right here off of the 9. I literally sold the bottom of this at the end of the year. I did it for a tax write-off because I bought it at 2 off the dot. It ended up going the other way all the way down to 1. I told you guys when I sold this it was going to rip. But it looks good. It looks good. It's bouncing right here on the 50 EMA. I like it as long as it holds 2. Target would be anywhere from 8 to 10. I think alts still looks good. I just wait for that one to hit our target. Again, our target's always up here in the red zone. Beeline Holdings. Time to buy was right here at around 170. Again, company I'm not very familiar with. They don't have huge revenue. It's a penny stock, so target would be 8 to 10 on that. OM. Yeah, ABTC looks good, Bobby. Bitcoin dominance, we just covered that. You're going to have to watch the replay. If you guys join late, you guys can always watch the full episode right here in the latest tab. That's weird. It didn't pop up with the thumbnail, but the replays are always posted over here inside the Discord if you guys join late. But we did already cover Bitcoin dominance. I just spent about 10 minutes on that. OM, I heard this was a rug. I think they rugged you. I wouldn't touch this. I think the owners rugged you guys or something. Look at that. Oh my God. Ouch. Yeah, I'd avoid that at all costs. It's a rug. I mean, the owners, I think, shut the project down. Plume, it's another one I have a pretty big position on. It's just down here at its low. Just down here that's low. Just holding on to that one, again, until we get that retracement back up here into the red zone, which is between 15 and 20 cents. COIG This is the Coinbase levered ETF. So I actually played Coin. What did I play? I played one of these. This is a 2x levered ETF. So I do like this one. I would just wait for the next green dot there on the weekly. I bought this at 16 or 15. It went down here to 12. So we're just waiting for another dot. This is Coinbase. So a Coinbase ETF, a levered ETF. Again, we're waiting for the green dot. Again, every time this comes down here and gives a green dot on Coinbase, it's time to buy. Okay, time to buy. Okay, time to buy. So I bought this at around 235, I think, and it's down to, we're down 10, 12% on it. If you're playing the levered ETF, you're probably down 15 to 20 to 30%. So I am going to look to average down on my Coinbase position once I get the next weekly dot. Or even a daily dot here at 200. So 200 doesn't look like a bad place to add. And then after that, we look to add down here at like 160. But I like Coinbase. I think that one's here to stay. I don't think it's going anywhere. Good quality project, good earnings, right? They're solid. So looking for the weekly on Coinbase. Last one from the Discord is going to be RBLU. This is the Roblox long ETF. I didn't know Roblox had a long ETF, but let's just look at Roblox here. It's got a red dot here on the weekly. So again, we got that green dot popping off last week. It's right down here into the EMA. This one's a tough one, man. This one had a really big move up here to 140. Hopefully you took some profits up there. I don't like the MACD crossover. This is a gaming name, so I do like it down here at 70. I think you could start a position down here at 70 in this area. And if it goes to 60, you buy more. If it goes to 40, you buy more. But that is Roblox. So we would be buyers down here. Right? We're just looking for those green dots. If you didn't get it on this signal, okay, you can get in now. It's at the same price it came at right there at 73. If it goes down to 60, like I said, I just add more. So that's it for the requests from the Discord. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up the Discord requests again. Requests are open. So we'll be doing another video tomorrow and Thursday going over chart requests. Over here in the Discord, I just have to turn this on here for you guys. We'll go to Spartans. So if you guys are a member of the Discord, you'll be able to put requests in. Please keep it to 2. Limit 1 per person. Let me just go back here and copy my message. And I'll take some more from the chat here as well. So if you guys got more requests, just get them in the chat if I missed your name. Full coverage on the charts this week. Here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so go ahead and drop those. I'll leave that open until tomorrow, and then I'm going to close it. So please just keep it 2 per person. If you guys could just verify if it's a stock or a crypto, I'm going to go ahead and send that out right now to you guys. So you'll be able to put your requests in case we missed you today. That's over there under the chart request thread inside of the Discord. I'll take a few more from the chat here. Looks like we're about 110 likes right now. So another 40 likes on the video by the time we log off, and I'll give away 100 XRP if you guys are watching the replay. 300 likes on the video by tomorrow, and we will give away 100 XRP to somebody over there in the Discord. What do you got? Hot Dog says, I'm telling y'all, ASBP, they're going to announce partnership, and it's going to hit $4 to $8. Who's the partnership with, my friend? Who is the partnership? S got a green dot on the weekly. Yeah, I was looking at that. I got stopped out on that, but that looks good. It's breaking out. Got a green dot there on the weekly. Boom. This is a cybersecurity name here. Support. Okay, looks good. I like S. Mara from Bob. Mara's still down in the buy zone again. We're just consolidating. Very frustrating, very boring time, but Mara's a buy down here at $10. I think that looks really good. I see one for Hubs. Hubs is still looking decent down here. I mean, that monthly chart is beaten up. It has support right there at 250. I think 300 is a fair price for Hubs here. I don't know about their PE ratio, though. I was looking at it. It's like negative 4,000 or something stupid. But it is still a falling knife. That monthly will probably be the confirmation of the bottom. You kind of want to see it go sideways like this for a little bit, but I don't think 300 is a bad place to take a stab at it. TTWO. That looks toppy. Okay, look at the separation off the EMAs. It's coming back down there into the yearly, but I don't like it. All the divergence, everything's pointing down. So I would be a seller of TTWO up here. STX Crypto. Is that one still holding its monthly alert? Sitting at 30. No, it's not, but it is looking like it's at the bottom there. I still like Stacks. This one gave the monthly signal at the beginning of the month, but it's pulled back a little bit here. I'm still very bullish on this name. I still think it looks really good here. LRN, you guys missed just 7%. Stride. That looks interesting. What does this one do? Wow, this actually looks pretty good, dude. I like this one above $60. Wow, it's up 92. Must have reported earnings or something. Wow, that's up big. Nice call. I mean, if you bought that signal right there at 60, that's a beautiful looking trade. JUP. Jupiter. Looks good. To get any altcoin, I'd be a buyer of right now, folks. I would be a buyer of any alt right now. Any altcoin I believe in, I would be buying. You got the green dot right there a couple weeks ago. We're still at the same price. We're consolidating right now. SES.ai. It's grinding up. Another penny stock. You believe in it. I mean, I don't know, man. Up above 2, it looks good. I mean, the chart is bullish. You just want to make sure it holds on to about 175. I put a stop loss right there. Call it 160 on the stop loss. ONDS. Again, up here, we're not buying. We're buying down here. I'd be a seller up here at ONDS, or I would use a stop loss at that 10, probably 1050 on the stop loss. If it breaks 1050, I'd sell it. Again, we're not buying up here in the red zone. We're selling it if it keeps going, right? That's fine. We're traders. We don't try to time the top. We don't try to guess the top. We simply just take profits when it makes sense. When does it make sense to take profits? When we're either up here on the weekly, when that wave is given a red dot above the white line, or when the daily is giving you a red dot up here in the red zone. Boom, $13, $14, take profit. Or use a stop loss at 10 if you want to keep playing the breakout here. That's it for today, folks. We'll be back live tomorrow. Again, we'll be answering these chart requests over here in the Discord in the chart request section. We already got a bunch of requests coming in here, so we'll cover all these tomorrow on tomorrow's stream, and we'll also take some more from the live chat as well tomorrow. We're live here every single day, Monday through Friday, Tuesday through Thursday. I take your guys' requests. Monday is my portfolio update, so I give you guys the rundown on my portfolio, everything I'm holding. That was last Monday. If you guys want to watch that replay and see what I'm holding, what I'm looking at over here in the latest tab right here, you guys can watch that video from yesterday. And then Friday is our watch list. So Friday is all the names we're looking at, looking for positions, looking for entries, looking for places to buy. So that's on Friday. We're live here Tuesday through Thursday, taking chat requests here from the chat and from the Discord over there. If you guys need anything, just hit me up over in the Discord. The Discord's a great place to be. If you guys are not in here, we have a member chat. We have our watch list that we drop every week. We have the chart request thread. I post all my trades over here. You guys can get access to our giveaways here. If you guys are watching the replay, 300 likes, like I said, 100 XRP giveaway. Just smash the like. I appreciate you guys helping out with the algorithm. But if you guys need anything, feel free to hit me up over here in the support chat. Again, if you don't have the indicators, you guys can download those over here in the Discord, get my whole trading layout. My email is right there if you guys have questions or need support with that. Like I said, free trading course, check it out. And we will see you guys back here tomorrow for some more requests. God bless you guys. Have a great night, and we'll chat soon.